Welcome to Parkview Elementary's Flipped Classroom. Today is Cube and Cubed Roots. The objective of today is to find a cube of a number and find a cube root of a perfect cube. Ooh. Here's some instructions on watching the video. Take notes in your math journal. You will need them this week in class and on Friday for the test. Pause and start the video while taking your notes. I will check your math journals each day for notes. You're going to have some vocabulary. The first one is cube of a number. Multiply edge times edge times edge, or A times A times A equals. Welcome to Parkview Elementary's Flipped Classroom. Today is Cube and Cube Roots. The objective of today is to find a cube of a number and find a cube root of a perfect cube. Instructions on watching the video. Take notes in your math journal. You will need them this week in class and on the test Friday. Pause and start the video while taking notes. I will check your math journals each day for notes. Here's some vocabulary. Cube of a number is to multiply the edge times edge times edge, or A times A times A equals a perfect cube. The cube root symbol is the root symbol with a 3 next to it, and it will say cubed root. There will be a whole number in here, or A cubed. This 3, you will notice that it's signifying a cubed. If it wasn't there, then it would be a square root. But the 3 lets us know that it is a cubed root. A perfect cube is the cube of a whole number. Example, 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8, the perfect cube. So how to find a cube is finding the volume, the inside of the cube. The volume of a cube equals A times A times A. Let's learn together. Here is a cube. 2 cube meters, 2 cube meters, 2 cube meters. Let's find the cube of a whole number. We have to look to see what is the length of each edge of the cube. Two cubed meters, 2 cube meters, 2 cube meters. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8 cube meters. 2 times 2 times 2 is called the cube of 2. Or we can write it as 2 cubed. Remember, the 3 is the exponent. The 2 is the base. So 2 cubed equals 8. Let's learn together. Find the cube root of a perfect cube. This cube has a volume of 27 meters. Find the length of each edge of the cube. Remember, volume equals edge times edge times edge. Find a number whose cube is 27. What number, when used as a factor 3 times, will give a volume of 27? Blank times blank times blank, or A times A times A. 3. 3 is a factor multiplied 3 times will equal 27. I could skip count and find that. So the length of each edge is 3 meters. 3 is the cube root of 27. It is written, the cube root of 27. Note that the cube root sign has an index of 3 to distinguish it from the square root sign. Common mistakes students make when they're using cubes, they forget to put the 3 as an index. Remember, finding the cube root of a number is the inverse of finding the cube of a number. Finding the cube is edge times edge times edge equals cube root. Find the cube root. Find the cube root is the cube equals the cubed root. Use prime factorization to find cube roots. And we're going to do this because there are going to be times where you're not going to be able to use mental math, or the number will be large and it'll be unfamiliar to you. So we will use prime factorization. The first step in prime factorization is to list the prime factors of the cube root. The second is to list the prime factors. The third is to write with parentheses all the prime factors. And step 4 is to rewrite with an exponent. And step 5 is to solve. The first thing I'm going to do is factor out 64. And I will start with 2. I can do this mentally. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And I will factor it out again. 3 divided by 2 is 1 with a leftover of 1. 12 times 2 is 6. Now I will factor this out again. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Factor this out again. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Factor it out again. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I am down to all prime numbers. So I will circle them. You can highlight them if you want, or you can put an underline. You don't have to circle them. My step 2 is now to list my prime factors. So I'm going to list them. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And I have another one. Now, I'm going to rewrite with parentheses. 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. I have now rewritten these with parentheses. Now I can rewrite as an exponent. After I solve these, 2 times 2 is 4. I can write this as 2 times 2 3 times, or cubed. This would equal 4 cubed. So now I will solve. Now I can solve. The cube root of 64 equals 4 cubed. To summarize, finding the cube root of a number is the inverse of finding the cube of a number. In this lesson, You learned how to find the cube and the cube root of a whole number. Now it's time to write in your journal your whisk. See you tomorrow. Remember, whisk is where and when you watch the video, summary of the video, question you have, or write a math problem and solve the cube and the cubed roots.